African American as a as a whole, you're both pretty much saying the same thing. You are saying to come together as one and understand that Caribbeans have culture. And that I kind of understand a little bit better by coming to this meeting, that you all are saying that you are here to have an opportunity, not to acclimate in a sense to be African American, because you don't be African American. You are Haitian American or whatever you are, that's what you respect. You're saying as black people, we have to come together and respect that culture, and not, because I never knew that African Americans did that to people. Put things in toilets. I find that as being very rude, and I want you all to know that I want to apologize on behalf of the African American group. It's a shame because we're here to break down those barriers. We're here to come together as one, but yet and still we see things in different light. So I think we have to understand that we are black, yes, but we come from, and first of all, we all come from slavery.
Thank you.
When slaves was African, they were put in the Caribbean, they were put in America. We all come from slavery. Haitians, like they said, the independence was first gained from Haiti. That's something that you have to learn, and you don't learn that, and you don't learn that in a white American class.
Statistically speaking, if you look at the statistics, first of all, my name is Kevin Allen. I'm an African American, or black American, I don't put it. But being here in America, statistically speaking, whenever they do statistics on us as a people, they don't separate us at all. They just put black mothers, whether you're Haitian, Jamaican, Caribbean, they're going to put you all in the same pot. And the thing about it is that I come from Liberty City. Down there's a high school in Liberty City called Edison Senior High. It was the majority of the Haitian population, or Haitian young men that really go to school. However, there was a story of one of my friends who was a Haitian young man. And he didn't put the Haitian flag on because down there they roll with the flag out and everything. But the issue came with it. He wasn't Haitian American, but he didn't rep it like that. And so he was walking down the street and he met another Haitian young man. And the Haitian young man asked him, he said, "Are you Haitian?" He told him no. And right there, boom, shot him. He's alive, but he still got shot. And the issue wasn't, and he didn't even know that that was his own a part of his own culture. And it wasn't the fact that he couldn't tell by his language or anything like that. It was the fact that he was looking at the fact that he told him no. And so we have to realize, ladies and gentlemen, that I hear a lot of us saying us and you all and different that. But we have to understand that statistically speaking, from the world view, there is no us. There is no division. It's just black. And so if we ever want to do one thing with Jamaicans or Haitians come over here, and I can attest to this, they work together. The people work together. Why? Because they don't mind seeing each other advance. And one of the things that black people have before Jamaicans, before anybody else that came over here, we had a problem with seeing each other advance. And so my thing is, we cannot blame people from other cultures who come out of predicaments that they understand that, listen, I only got one shot. Because I come from a worse situation than you do. And sometimes, if I can attest to this, we depreciate the fact and the privilege that we have over here. So I can't get mad at a Jamaican who rises before me. Why? Because they have more perseverance and determination than I do. Black and you Jamaican and you Haitian, but it's based upon we gotta do a self-check. Am I really doing what I need to do in my own life as a black man and as a Haitian man? Because if a Haitian man needs an opportunity, will I knock him down because he's Haitian, or will I pick him up because he's my brother?
Okay, at first I was gonna make a comment to the young lady up here in the front that said, how can you guys not expect we as African Americans to think, well, if you love your country so much, then go back. I'm African American. I don't feel that way. I feel like you can have a love for your culture and still be here in this country. But now I just want to address the young man that just spoke. I didn't remember your name. I think that, and I'm just going to be real with how I feel, I think that the reason why you got such a great applause right now is because the majority of the people in this room are Caribbean, and what you just did, you just put down black people by making a you being a black man, making a generalization, saying that how can we have to look at ourselves, and how can we get mad at a Caribbean when we're not doing what we need to do to build ourselves up. How can we get mad at them for coming over? First of all, as a black American man, coming from a black female, I am very offended because I know where my family came from, and I know that, trust me, I know the Caribbean culture. I know the Caribbean culture, and I know the American culture. First of all, we have had two separate struggles. Yes, they have come over here and they have built themselves up, and I'm not knocking anybody for that. More power to you. Our people, as far as African Americans, been in this country, being put into our minds every day that we cannot do it, we will not succeed. First of all, our parents have had nothing to pass down to us from generation to generation because we came from slavery. So to be here where we are right now, you ought to be proud as a black man. You ought not put down your people. I'm not done. I am not done. Let you speak. I'm not done.
All right, remember disclaimer.
Respect.
I'm not done. Okay, hold on.
All right.
I wasn't done.
She's not done.
I say it like that to you, not to come at you harsh, but because you made a generalization for all black people. You made a generalization. I think that if you're going to make a comment like that, then speak for yourself and for your family. Because I know where my family came from, and I know where I came from, and I know where I am now. And I got it on my own. I've been doing it on my own since I was 16, and I'm proud of that as an African American woman. So don't make, just as a black man, just be careful about the generalizations that you make about your people, and especially in this type of a crowd, because all you're doing is you're just putting that ignorance back into the minds. That's all you're doing.
I didn't make a generalization. I spoke from statistics. And that's number one. And number two, you're talking to a young man, black African American, who's been homeless for 2 years, and who's had the struggle, and who's been with us. So I understand exactly, but what my whole point was this. Not to give any benefit to Caribbeans, not to give any benefits to black. My whole point to look at is that from a world view, we're as one. And so the thing about it is that what I'm trying to destroy is that line that you just said as we, black people.
Your words, quote unquote, I can quote you what you
Quote me,
said.
please.
You said, we black people need to look at ourselves because we cannot get mad at Caribbeans for coming over here, building themselves up. But how can you say we and then say we can't get mad at Caribbeans? So who is the we that can't get mad at Caribbeans?
People are speaking.
I kind of can tie the young man's what he said and what she can say in a way that I think will kind of end the tension. In Jamaica, as black people, even though we're a diverse group of people, we are raised to succeed in life. Like we are expected, not raised, we are expected to succeed as an island. Like when you look at another young person, you say, we want you to succeed and be the best. In Trinity, it's the same. We are expected. In this country, it is sad. But African Americans, don't get offended, but you guys are not expected to succeed. From the people that, no,
Disclaimer.
Listen, when you, as a whole, as this country, I'm taking it not just black people, but Caucasians, Indians, whatever. When you look at it, when you say, okay, who's a doctor, how many times do I name an African American? I'm not putting you down, but I'm saying circumstances in this country do not want African Americans to succeed. And looking at the history, I can understand why some are complacent or some are angry. But in Jamaica, for the most part, it's a smaller place as well. We are expected to succeed and rise above adversity. You understand?